Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And we got a special game for you tonight. This one part of the NBA Cup. This Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline. I'm Kevin Harlan. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. And then on Friday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards.
And you know, for that Pelicans game, that one will mark game number 6 for them in the NBA season. We'll see if there are any adjustments between now and then to the rotation.
Now the starting group for Orlando. And for Minnesota, Jaden McDaniels is out there with Dosunmu. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then there's Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Coach, this early on in the season, what was the emphasis for you and your staff when you were coaching?
Well, look, Kevin, we really wanted to learn our strengths and find the best way to play to them. Of course, discovering your strengths is much easier for teams with a superstar. But either way, it's about discovering the kind of basketball your team needs to play.
And that one drops.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And now just over a minute played here in the first.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And the free throw, no good. And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Pete. That is his first foul of the game. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Outside, Ball looking to end the run, and it's good on the way in.
Making it work in close. Ball getting an agile finish.
Orlando, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. It's the drive.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut to the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Latrey. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Outside, Edwards. This one for 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. This is their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
Well, this is when it's fun for a coach. You don't want to tip your hand too much in the first matchup.
Here is Edwards following the bucket by Orlando. Pass to Dosunmu. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, inside, Gobert can be a true monster. Using his size and reach very effectively.
That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. A 12-point game. There's Ball with the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Ball's got 5 now.
The corner is not a problem for Ball. He's confident he can make that.
Here's B. No scoring in this one. T. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Minnesota's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Ball from deep three-point territory. That's no good, and now he's missed two and made two. Fires the three, and it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
To the inside, and finished up by McDaniel.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that dunk.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul. And a chance now to see where teams stand in the early stages of the NBA Cup.
And a lot can still change before we get to the knockout round. But one thing we know at this point, this competition has really added some excitement to the regular season since it started.
McDaniels on the wing. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
Pass to T. And McDaniels with the block.
McDaniels is such a disruptive defender. Inside, outside, he's a pest everywhere.
Orlando leading by 9. Gobert brings the double team. Fires from deep. The rebound by Dosunmu. Pass the ball. Finished off the break. Ball's got 7 points in the game.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Orlando, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. To the paint. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
And here is DiVincenzo. Bangs home the trifecta.
Definitely a volume shooter from range. DiVincenzo lurks on the perimeter, looking for these openings to strike.
Driving inside. Takes a 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The key thing, Coach, that Donte DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others. And I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Donte DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough.
And Berger pulls it down.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet. That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up empty.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. That's good by Shannon.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Orlando leading by 3. Lets it go with the 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Miles checked in for the Timberwolves. Ball comes in for Gary Payton. Brown is checked in for Orlando. Smith comes in for T. And he makes all 3.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
29 seconds left to play in the first. Here's DiVincenzo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. DiVincenzo's got 5 now.
Well, DiVincenzo enjoys working inside. He can be appropriately aggressive in the paint.
Step back on that one and let it fly. And Orlando leads by 7.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Here's Shannon. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Carrington. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And so it's Orlando in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Orlando leading by 9. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Ball. And it's Shannon in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And then Smith with the dunk.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Shannon. Clark for 3. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. The 10-footer. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Inside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Down low. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
They set the pick to the inside. Out to Smith. Screen by Smith to the middle. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Smith's got the lead up to 12 now for Orlando.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. So it's the Timberwolves now, following the bucket by Orlando.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Orlando leading by 9. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Guys, back to you.
Fills it up with the best. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. A fadeaway. Rebound, Minnesota.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Nailed from three-point land.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
From the arc. No good that time.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
To the wing right side. Here's Bellingham. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Christie with the screen on DiVincenzo. The 3. Christie goes back up. Pass to Smith. Smith with a screen on Clark. 6 to shoot. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Take a look at the most efficient scores in the NBA from last year's campaign. Rudy Gobert, 3rd.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
B, the pass to T. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Gobert with it. There's McDaniels.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Outside ball. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. And the 3 ball is good. Dosunmu's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And another thing they've done so...
Oh, man!
Let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Now a timeout called by Orlando. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Donte DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Timberwolves. Orlando trails by 3. shot to stop the run. Gobert with the block.
Stellar defense. Gobert will have him thinking twice about bringing it inside again.
Back to DiVincenzo. Shoots from the baseline. And Gobert kicks to DiVincenzo. For three, Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
So Coach Van Gundy, after 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, his last coming in 2024, do you think Rudy Gobert has a chance at another?
Well, look, Kevin, I think Rudy continues to play at just as high a level defensively. But now as the game has changed, I think we're starting to reward guys with those awards who can not only protect the rim and make it tough on teams, but can go out on the perimeter and guard multiple positions. So I think it'll be tough for him to get a fit.
Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
There's a minute 34 left here in the second. Here's Teague. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jump.
Dosunmu's shot is off.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Here's the screen. Pass to Teague. Orlando needs to get off a shot. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And Trey Gobert igniting that break with his active hands defensively.
Inside. It's tipped. Right side, Edwards. Here's McDaniels. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. There's the triple. Edwards, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. 5 points in the game. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hello. You know, right now for Minnesota, you watch their games, they've had some highs, some lows, still putting it all together.
Which you could say about most teams around this time of year.
Yeah, not a big insight, big fella.
What?
No, we're just messing with you. We're just messing with you.
And moving on now to that first half. Tough sledding so far for Orlando.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it...
And that concludes halftime.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Orlando trails by 10. So on the floor for Orlando. Pass to Teague. And rejection by McDaniel. Lobbed up there for McDaniel. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Shoots the three. Great D that time from Edwards.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And now a look at Rudy Gobert here. Coming off a terrific season. 3rd in field goal percentage. And he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And it's a pretty terrific feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he works to become the consummate pro.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Orlando trails by 12. Pass to B. From the wing, here's T. Here's B. There's the screen. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly from outside off the mark. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
For Orlando, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Good on both. Timberwolves leading by 10. Outside Edwards. A fader. He's off on that one.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
A 3 ball. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And finished off by McDaniel.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Now a timeout called by Orlando. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
Well, last season, what stood out about this team was their three-point shooting. They shot a very high percentage from distance.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to B. Here's T. McDaniels defended. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from T. Now Dosunmu inside and finished off by McDaniel.
Well, huge night from McDaniels. With the defense he brings you, the scoring is a massive plus.
To the middle, pass to B. Lets it go from deep and rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got 8 rebounds in this game. And here's Edwards from the arc.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
A baseline J. No good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Paul with a wide open look. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
And you gotta box out Gobert, or he will make you pay on the offensive glass.
Pass to B. To the inside. T. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Back to you.
A great passer. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Outside, Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Here's Dosunmu. That three off the mark. Orlando trails by 13. Down low. It's stolen by Gobert. Lobbed up there for McDaniels. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And a four-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
And you think back to when McDaniels was drafted. Everyone talked about his potential. Now they're talking about his consistency as a contributor, especially at the defensive end.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Clark's checked in, and a switcher also for Orlando. Carrington's checked in. The three. Ball with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
They set the screen to the paint. Edwards with the block. And he's able to get it back. A second chance effort. That one goes in. He's got 19.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
And that one, good. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
McDaniels passes the ball. And Ball gets double teamed. Clark finds Dosunmu. Buries the long-range jumper. Dosunmu's got 6 here in this quarter.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Ball, the pass to Clark. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The free throw drops for Dosunmu. And he makes both free throws. Orlando trails by 19. Pass to B. Stolen by Ball. Here's McDaniels. And it's Orlando with the rebound. 1:22 left in the third quarter. To the middle. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Right side, Ball. Good, nice job down low. Ball's got 14 points for the game.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Will it go? They set the pick, and there's the drive. T and Ball with the block.
And great effort defensively from Ball, timing the rejection perfectly.
Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Here's T. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Can't argue with a chance like that. Give me more of those.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Clark with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Timberwolves lead by 19. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with ball. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's Clark in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Lyles no good. Well, Orlando shooting here about 46% for the game. Lopez dishes to Smith. The kick out to Lopez.